Hey, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Paige. Okay, before I get into this story time, I just want to mention I feel like I'm allowed to tell this story because it's my story. The person this story is about is probably 50-50 chance gonna see this video. I don't know if they're gonna be crazy like that still. No clue, right? I thought about it. Can I do this? But like, I love sharing my stories. I love chit-chatting with you guys. I can tell the story. It's my story. It's my story to tell. I'm not throwing any shade to anyone that I was in a relationship about. It's not a story about them. It is a story about something that's happened, that mentioning that I was with someone at the time makes sense, okay? For some of the story, you hear. How do I get into this? Because some people are crazy. Where I'm starting from, I was in a relationship. I'm single now, guys. All the single ladies. But at the time I had a boyfriend, okay? So for the preface of the story. Even just thinking about it, you guys would not even believe that this is even real. That I'm even dumb as well. Anyways, my boyfriend at the time's ex, which at the start I didn't know was their ex, wanted to be friends with me. So she added me on Instagram, or we added each other, I don't know. We had each other on Instagram. And like, she wanted to be friends. I wanted to be friends. She's like, I don't know, like, just like when you see a girl, like a pretty girl in your thing, and like you guys, you know, it's that type of vibe. Like, I'm not a hater. When you hear the story, you're gonna be like, excuse me? Anyway, so this girl wanted to be friends with me. Now that I think about it, maybe she had ulterior motives. Now that I think about it, definitely did. And let me tell you, let me push myself back. A woman's intuition is correct. Because early days I picked on, no way, like I feel this vibe. This is his ex. Like, this is one of his exes. Like, I could feel it in my bones. I could feel it. My intuition is just too sharp. I felt it. I was like, this is my boyfriend at the time's ex. I could feel it. I could feel it. I could really feel it. This was like early days. And like, we chatted, like a few words were exchanged, but she wanted to be friends with me. She actually, yeah, like she said she wanted to be friends with me. So she was like straight up, which is cool, like be straight up. I should have known she didn't really want to be my friend because she did not engage with a single bit of my content. Like, anything I posted, she's the first one to watch, the first one to see, but she did not engage in any single thing. So is that someone that really wants to be your friend? Like, let's be real. That's a questionable thing. So obviously I didn't know, like, I'm not a girl, like I don't know, how can you tell if you're a girl's girl? I feel like I'm on a girl's girl vibe, but also because it was at the time my partner's ex, I just felt like it was only right to mention to my boyfriend at the time, like, oh, like, this wasn't like straight away. This was like after a bit of conversations, because like, put the girls before the men. Girls first. Like, you know what I mean? Anyways, so I say to him, oh, like, would you find it weird if I was like friends or getting to know one of your exes? Like, are you cool with that? Blah, 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 blah. It was all good. It wasn't like, yay, like, such cheer for her, but it wasn't like, you can't, you know what I mean? There was no shade in it. It was just like, yeah. To think about it, this girl definitely knew that I was with her ex. She 100% knew when I didn't know. I can tell because listen to this, what happens up. After a few conversations, it starts to get weird. Like, it starts to get weird. It doesn't make sense. Like, there's so many men in the world. There's so many men. Come on. But to be honest, I can't even say much because I don't know the backstories. Obviously I wasn't there in that relationship. I don't know the backs, I don't know the ins and outs, I don't know the vibes. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm the delulu one that doesn't know something, you know. That's what's running through my head. That's what's running through my head. Of course I'm gonna think that. Like, you still gotta be like thinking, okay, maybe still be on like a girl's, think of a girl's perspective of things, right? So I'm trying to think of a girl's perspective and be like, you know what, maybe she's not weird, maybe she's about to tell me something's up, maybe something, like I'm not hoping for something, but I'm just thinking like, you still gotta be a girl's girl, like you can't just be like, yeah, just my man, I'm still beside him, like, you know what I mean? Like maybe she's being a girl's girl, but it was just getting real weird. I'm telling you, it was getting weird. I'm getting the shivers with what I'm about to say. So there's this time, I don't know, she has some weird connections. She tried to do something funky to my account. Now I go on my account and it's starting to act weird. I'm confused. But like that platform acts weird sometimes, you know, because something happened to my, anyways, I don't talk about that because like a brand new chapter on life, okay? And I didn't think anything of it until she posted something on her story, and it was like this sentence throwing shade, like these girls be something trying to do like, so, like she was proper throwing shade, and I didn't think it was at me. And then the next story was like a bunch of laughing emojis with a blank screen, like it was all blank screens, like I'd never met her in person. And then she sends me a bunch of laughing emojis out of nowhere. Let me tell you, we only exchanged a few messages. She wanted to be friends, we exchanged a few messages, we didn't really talk deep or anything like that, just like, where you from, this, that, a few messages. Be careful guys, be careful, some people have ulterior motives. That's my warning now. She sent a bunch of laughing emojis. And then I go back to see her story and I'm like, hold on. These are lying. Because why is she saying these girls trying laughing emojis? Like she didn't throw shade. She went straight to the source, me. She sent the laughing emojis to me. Like I think she was trying to show me like, yeah, this is about you. And then I click it. She put that. She sent the laughing emojis. My account starts acting weird. I go quickly on archive all my posts, like I'm archiving everything. I'm like, you know what, private not a secret, I'm going private, I'm going quiet, I'm going out of the zone. I don't do drama, I don't know you girl, don't try and fight someone you don't know. I archive everything, I remove her off social media, and then I put my post back up, because like no one's gonna change who you are because they're trying to be weird. Like I'm still, you know what I mean, I'm still on my vibe. So I put them back up and I removed her off social media. I don't know if I blocked her or just removed her, I don't remember. I probably blocked her, and I probably should block her now on this account, not YouTube but my other Instagram. I didn't even think about that. Anyways, now that my mind is just whatever, that's the first bit of the story, and I just let it. I just thought, I'm not even gonna like, do not disturb my peace, do not disturb my mind, let me breathe. That's what I'm thinking, right? Don't think about it, just leave it. Whatever, someone was acting weird, that's fine. You barely even knew her, that's fine. On to the next. I'm still with that partner at the time. I remember I told him the vibes. I'm not gonna say what they said back because this is not a story about them, and I would not do a story about someone I once really cared about. So we leave that. I did tell them what was the vibes and what happened. Then fast forward, like, is it years later, and I wasn't with that boyfriend anymore. I wasn't with the boyfriend, period. I wasn't with the boyfriend, period. That was my ex now, during what's the next part of the story. So he is my ex, and now my ex's ex, now it sounds, the story's really, wait till it gets juicy. I go and get my hair done. I'm getting this cute braid. Whoa, this was actually ages after, because it's really clicking, like this wasn't actually that long ago. This second bit, you better clock that tea. I got my hair done, I got braids, and I was getting the train back home. The train was like 25 minutes away from coming to the stop. So I'm sitting down with my fresh new braids. I'm feeling cute. My scalp is hurting, but I'm feeling cute. I have a headache, whatever. And this girl, oh, I can't even explain. I have to show you. I'm just sitting far away, like in my own area, like near the corner, because like I don't want to sit on the seats. There's not many seats left, and I don't know if someone that needs to seat more than me wants to sit on those seats. I'm just sitting in this corner, like literally almost on the floor. And she walks, ignore my pajama pants, okay? Pretend this is, I'm sitting here. She walks past, takes another look, looks at me up and down, and her face was enraged. Like she saw me and her mind went like enraged. And she walked past, like attitude, turned her head, walked past to the corner of nothing. There's a lift and she stands near there. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there just chilling my vibing in my own world, happy that I got my head on. She goes up the lift. She takes the lift straight back down after. She stands in the corner waiting again. No, not hands on the hips. Just standing there waiting. Like, I'm gonna get ya. That type of vibe, you know what I mean? Like, actual, like, when they say this, like, you know, scary stuff can happen in Australia as well. They were talking about her. Then she walks past again and she stares at me up, looking at me up and down. She actually looks scary. She's still pretty, but like, you know when you can see someone's enraged, someone's angry at you, and that's when they look scary. So she's looking like terrifying. Like she looks at me up and down, goes past, then she comes back around, walks. I can't even picture how many times she did this, so many times. And she stops right near where I'm sitting. And she just looks at me and doing this thing, and then she said something like, you know when you try to say something at someone but you say it to yourself? Yeah, she said something and I couldn't really hear it, and I'm not gonna say like don't bother me please, I just got my hair done. Like I just got my hair done. Anyways, and she walks away. She didn't get a reaction out of me. That made her 10 times more enraged. This is like, and she stands in the corner staring at me, and I'm thinking she's gonna get her whole group or something to come and like, I don't know, like launch at me. I don't know what the plan is, but I knew she wanted to fight me. I knew she wanted to fight me. I could tell. She made it obvious. I think what she said in the tip of her voice was that she was gonna like, I don't know, like, I don't know what she wanted to do to me, but she wanted to fight me. And then she comes, luckily the train starts coming. She comes charging at me like she's about to launch, like she's about to really just do everything. And I still don't know what I've done, what the background story. There's something I'm missing. There's something I don't know, obviously, clearly, because I feel like nobody would just do that for no reason. There's no way you just do that for no reason. Anyways, to this day, I don't know why. So I'm like speeding to the train. I'm looking at which carriage she's gonna go in. She's looking at which carriage I'm gonna go in. I'm looking at to avoid her. She's looking at to follow me through. I don't wanna like do all that. Why are you trying to fight someone over a man? Like, I'm not even with him anymore. Like, if it's about him, go get your man. Don't come for me. What did I do? But there's obviously something I missed. Like, it can't be about me. Like, what have I done? I'm trying to understand. Anyways, I'm thinking like, why is she so angry? Like, I'm actually thinking in my head, why is she so angry? Like, and I don't have a poker face, so I don't know if it was showing on my face. Like I don't know if I was like, you know what I mean? Because in my head I'm like, why is she angry? Like, what's wrong? Like, I don't get it. And anyways, I'm like rushing onto a carriage to be away from her. I sit on this carriage. Luckily this guy can actually see, this stranger could see that like some weird girl's trying to like launch at me, and he's like, are you alright? Like, what's going on? Like, he's asking me what's wrong. Like, people could see that she was gonna like beat me up. Like, you could tell. And that was terrifying because I think everyone else is scared. No one's going to do something about it. Like, she actually looked terrifying. And he's asking me, like, do you know her? Like, are you alright? Da 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 da. Like, I've got you. Like, he's actually like a stranger. Like, strangers are really the ones that have your back. Anyways, and I was like, I don't even know her. I don't know like what's wrong. Like, I've had like a few conversations. Like, I'm an oversharer by accident. I've had a few conversations with her like ages ago, like almost years ago. Literally years. It was years ago. And I'm not sure why, like I'm really confused. I don't know. And he's like, that's so weird, like I've got you, like da 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 da. And he wasn't being creepy, like he wasn't like, oh I'll move to your carriage, but not carriage but seats, because we have those moving seats, and I was sat behind him and he was in front, and he actually moved himself to be behind to watch out. That's actually so sweet. That's actually so sweet. Like to look from behind and to see from the front. That's why he sat behind, like the behind carriage, and he didn't want to be creepy and sit next to me, because like I'm already freaking out about someone that I don't know trying to like do that. And then he was asking like more details, and like I didn't want to like put anyone on blast, so I wasn't saying like, oh that's my ex's ex, like I didn't say any of that. I just said this is a girl being weird, like I don't want to like put, I like, you don't want to put, you know, like I just wanted to keep it like demure and stuff like that. Anyways, yeah, and he was obviously, she probably thought maybe like I knew him or that's a friend, and she kind of like backed off. And then I don't know, she kind of like, I didn't see her, she disappeared. I got off the station, he actually was like, do you want me to wait for you? I'm like, it's fine, like I don't want to bother other people's days. I probably should have said, can you please wait for me until I go, but like in the moment I was like, I should be fine. And like I got home all right and safe. I was very scared, my heart is beating. Till this day I don't think anything else weird from her specifically, but I don't know, like I feel like she's probably watching this right now, she knows this is about her, she's enraging again and she's gonna find me again. I don't know, but that's my story. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing the story about the time I almost got into a fight, and I'll see you guys next time.